Oh no, the sun's come out now, ain't it? Well, it may have been out before, but I didn't notice. That's okay, that is. Bloody hell. Dirty cat pouring it. Dirty! Here we go, right. Right, these are by Net Software, and that one is as well, I think. Let's check out P-Man. Penis Man? No, Pac-Man, obviously. Let's open the window a little bit. Get the germs out my gum. Yeah, that's another problem. So, no kebab today, mate, because I probably won't be eating fuck all today. Does indeed appear that Cauldron of Stardust has gone off watching retro gaming videos. Yeah, I don't think copyright 1963 is right. That's 83. Smart software for smart people. Yeah, if you're so fucking smart, why you got epileptic fit inducing shit? Well, it's better than Sprite Man by Interceptor Software, but that's not saying much, is it? Oh man, a few pixels away from continuing there with my annihilation of their species, I guess. Oh, what, you have to go over them twice? Right, that's not a welcome addition to the arcade game at all. Yeah, crap. Why is he still stuck in there? Right, I don't like it because you've got to go over the dots twice, I presume. No. Oop, didn't want to do that. Yeah, the routines for getting them near you, they're very cryptic. I don't know if I like them actually. Well, they seem to have gone away from me there. Yeah, you do need to eat all the dots twice. That's really dumb. Other than that, it's certainly not the worst Pac-Man game, but the change to the gameplay is the worst I've ever seen. So exciting going over the dots, just make him do it twice. Yeah, let's do that, man. Actual recorded footage of Net Software program development there. Using my time machine, obviously. Obviously a time machine would have to be built into a spaceship, because if you go back in time, the entire universe is not in the position it was, so you're going to end up in deep space or in the middle of a planet or something. If you go back far enough in time, you'd be in the middle of a completely different solar system. So we can see the kind of quality here with P-Man. You'd be hard pressed to do that P-Man in a compiled BASIC. I'm not saying it's impossible, but definitely you'd have to make an effort, I reckon. And then it might not be possible, I'm not sure. Yeah, if I did get a C64 in early 1984 instead of early 1983, it would have hampered my ability to sell shit games. But I don't know when the Pet Speed compiler came out anyway. Pressed F1. I press fire to start and it's not. Oh right, okay. Not as your game design skills, mate. They're not good enough either. Right, so when the scrolling slows down, so it's not using print statements. But if you compile pokes, they might be really fast. I haven't actually tried that out yet. So I'm going to do a bit later in it while the camera's on charge. I've got the manuals here. So is there any sound at all? There is sound. It's very low. They've set the SID volume very low actually. So these are games that you would need a compiler for, definitely. You wouldn't be able to do this, certainly not with all this crap, but most of this is useless. And using the reverse print SYS command, you could actually put those on a line. And these are not necessary. You only get 2 characters for your, yeah, whatever. I don't know how you check actually. There used to be a way where you do the get a string thing and you'd filter out specific characters, but doing the whole alphabet would require, you know, an if-then statement for all of those, which yeah, wouldn't be very fast, mate. Yeah, you definitely can't. Yeah, it's not in BASIC, but you could do that in compile BASIC if you so desired. I haven't found a nice skiing game in BASIC for the C64. Now, I would like to find out if there's a pet speed, if I can use pet speed 64, which is the only download I found, to compile VIC-20 programs. And most important of all of them is there a reverse SYS, you know, print statement sort of function like there is? There must be something like that. If you can insert characters into the screen, then Commodore needs to be able to shift potentially the entire screen down. So if you shifted a character here, and it should push the whole screen down. That's how I was trying to do it, using insert commands in the quotes. Yeah, I don't want to play any of them. I believe David Whittaker did the music for real Ghostbusters. I wonder how much memory you'd actually need to do a half decent sample sequence, not tracker based version of the Ghostbusters tune actually. I'm surprised someone hasn't actually up-converted the original game from Activision for the Amiga. I mean, if you had a really good artist on your team, that would look really nice. And the game is quite simple. There's no scrolling in the game except for the what do you call it? When you're driving from one section to the other, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, where you run out of fuel and all that crap, you've got to hoover up the ghosts in it with a ghost vacuum. We all had the ghost vacuum. Another one of these crap tro. Fuck off. Oh, fuck off, mate. Didn't do nothing. Unless the only cracker I'd have any respect for is one who actually goes out of his way to go back over the old cracks that are not compatible with the SD to IEC and change them one by one so they are. It's a simple process. You just remove the fast loading routines and replace them with the standard Commodore ones. Interesting. Capture the ghost, collect the keys, save the city. Never watched this cartoon because I was too old to be watching cartoons by then. Fire to go. Well, I'm pressing fire, but we're in joystick port 1, so there's that. Press 1 or 2. Oh no, the red light is flashing on the SD to IC. Can you believe it? I'm sure this was a tape based game. I don't know if it was multi-load, but it's not going to work. So you can add that to the list of the 1mm crackers. Yeah, I've shortened it now, just like their cocks. Their name should be really short as well. 1mm crackers. You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't give a shit, mate. If they're listening, who cares? Only have respect for two things now. People who fix games for the SD to IEC specifically, any version, and people writing an Outrun style 2.5D game engine that blows me away. Now the second one hasn't happened ever. I still think there's room for improvement, even if it's only aesthetically. I don't know, I just don't really like the graphics on Turbocharge. So he tried robotics. I think I must have gone on a bit of a spree, you know, downloading games with the word robotic on there. So, but if they look shit, I wouldn't have downloaded it. Herobotics, I was just interested in because I remember that being a full price game. I didn't buy it. Don't think I thought about buying it, but I did know of its existence. Possibly on the Amiga only. But I know the game was a thing. I think US Gold did it, so yeah, anyway. No kebab today, mate. It's taking a long time to load. Yeah, I don't know. Horizontally scrolling games on basic would be very difficult, mate. You have to write a routine as fast as a built-in print routine in basic using pokes. I'm not sure if that would end up being as fast as a built-in routine. English text, we do know, and Commodore key to skip level, we always have that. Use fire to jump and what? Alternate jump control. Use fire to jump and jump while moving. No. Don't like that loading screen. Now if these were sort of brown and that was blue, the purple bit was blue, you could say, oh, it's rusty. Rusty robot, ditto here. But That look like jump is up and collect is down. Up and down platformers with diagonals. Right, okay. Up and fire to use the teleport doors. Okay. It's quite an interesting game. I presume that's a teleport thing. Okay. I'm sure it was up and fire. But, maybe that's just to leave the level. So. Alright, so you can only jump straight up. That was a bad idea. Very annoying game to play. Especially when that happens. Oh, right, okay. Just as I make an effort to play the game, I lose all my energy. Is that it then? Why is the next bit not started? And it's fucked anyway. Don't know if that was a commercial game. Do 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 D81, I'm feeling you. It's quite a large directory, so I definitely need to bring the D81 up to the root, I think. Yeah, see, Arachnophobia didn't work. I wanted to play that. Tried Castlevania. Can't remember what Dark Fusion. Oh yeah, no, that's no good. I think I have actually tried all of these, and I've either done them or they don't work, and the Eidolon is not in that list. I think I must have tried Wings of Fury, because I've been meaning to do this and I've had problems finding a version that worked. Who did the crack? So yeah, you know, bit of a, alright, straight away red LED flashing, that's what I mean. So people will put the effort in to making a game work for the 1581, but not the SD to IEC. And yet if they'd done it so it works with the SD to IEC, it will definitely work for the 1581. That is the problem with the cracking community. The 1mm cracking community. There you go, they're all collectively 1mm. Anyway. Is there any more pinball games? I did check out Macadam Bumper and it's rubbish. It's not really any different to David's Midnight Magic. So I think Microball, Mechanicus and Pinball Wizard are the only ones I haven't tried yet. I'm sure Mechanicus was quite a late game. From what I remember of my, you know, game-based searching results. Oh, it's only been 19 minutes. Battery had a full charge and the battery was cold before I started using it. That does seem to make a difference. Battery efficiency goes down as the temperature goes up at a certain point. There is a sweet spot. Where is that shit music? There's a fucking Land Rover in front of my house. What do you expect, mate? So it's still decompacting because the SD to IC is well, at least it fucks off quickly. Nope. 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 Press the following keys in game intro. Right, okay, choose number of players, choose starting level, press the following keys in game. Right, so there is a next level, okay. So space to start the game, well, start loading the game. Did we really need that sort of thing for a multi-load game? Can't really say if multi-load is a good or bad idea. Now, I have had another idea, and I am actually gonna download the 4 games for the C64GS cartridge that was bundled with a machine. I think one of them is Flimbo's Quest. One of them is International Soccer. I can't remember the other two. Can't remember if Flimbo's Quest is a multi-load or not. Well, anyway, I might as well do that because, like I said, I found the old, the whole, I don't know what the word is, clusterfuck that is the 64GS. I mean, Amstrad did a better job of consoling the original 464 because the GX4000 is not based on the 464, it's based on the 464 Plus, I believe. Pretty sure it's only 64k RAM, so boy, I had to read some real shit websites about the C64GS and GX4000. Loads of fucking information missing, obvious information like the exact month it came out in 1990 and how much it was and when it was discontinued, price of the cartridges. These are all things you need to know if you're going to talk about, you know, the attempts of home computer manufacturers to get on the 8-bit console bandwagon. But I think 1990 is just too late. I seem to remember, this was the feeling I got, I don't know if it's fucking loading, but the SNES was kind of late. People really had to like resist getting a Mega Drive, and it's only like fanboyism that stopped people getting a Mega Drive when they were stuck with their NES rubbish, which it was rubbish compared to the Mega Drive. Even the most simple games like Gauntlet 4 versus Gauntlet 2 on the NES. No contest, mate, and there was only about 10-15 quid difference in the prices. It's not like you're comparing Gauntlet on the Amstrad for 10 quid versus, you know, 30 quid on the NES. Then you can sort of say, well, I quite liked having that 20 quid in my pocket back in 1986, whatever it was. So maybe I would buy the, you know, not that most people bought an NES in this country. I think if you're above a certain age, you wouldn't have wanted an NES because you would have known about the ST and Amiga and the Mega Drive. I think the Mega Drive came out in 1989 in Japan, so you know, it was 1991, I think it came out in the UK, the SNES that is, a year after the Mega Drive. I'm not sure. There is about a year where people really had to grit their teeth and put up with the NES 8-bit technology. So I think really they left it too late. Perhaps if they combine the C64GS project with the Commodore 65 graphics and sound chip and motherboard design aspect of that project, I think then it would have been a good machine. 256 colours, 6-channel sound and things like that. Although, because it's based on a twin 8580 sample playback, could be tricky. I've tried googling 8580 sample playback and yeah, it's not like a 5-minute job. I do remember reading a very old website, and they were talking about the different ways that you could do sample playback on the 8580. People were experimenting. That was about 15 years ago, so that website is long gone silver. Well, maybe. I don't think this is going to work. This is either the slowest loading fucking multi-load in the world. So we're not doing well with the pinball simulators now. 3, 2, 1, you're under. There you go. 6 rows under for that game being loaded in. That sounds about right. 6 rows under. Technically on the C64 that's shifting 40 times 240 memory locations down, so your program wouldn't run if you did that. I don't really want to play any more pinball games, so I've moved this to the root directory. I think this includes, oh no, those are the tree things, but we do have the Zap64 stuff in there, which I wouldn't want to run, but that is also an option. Instead of multi-loading the game, we just load in the background graphics for each location directly from disk on the fly. Is literally, you know, 4L equals 1024 to 2023, open hash blah, read blash blash, poke blash comma blash. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea in it. There's a lot of Z's going on here. Did I play Spider in the Fly? Played Mr. Do's Castle. Played Mainframe. What was that other game, isometric game that began with an L? I think it's L. Hate was one, but there was another one very similar. Leviathan. I think it's English software. I don't think it works actually. So just go in the Microsoft directory again. I'm going to check out Zigzag. At least I'll know if it works or not, and then, you know, while I'm looking for some reviews to read. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there isn't anything there that I haven't played yet. I thought there was a game called Blue Baron I downloaded. Where did I stick that one in, eh? Alright, let's try the original Zigzag. So yeah, the old C64 GS, eh? It's a fascinating thing. You just, the more you read about it, the more you're like, well, blah. And it seems like every decision about that thing is wrong. Everything. It's like a perfect storm of bad idea plus bad decision, business decision, and complete lack of effort to make it a success. And the weird thing is, it's not the 1981 1 megahertz CPU VIC-2 chip or the SID chip that's the problem. There are great games on the C64, even console quality games. So But then you get to the point where, okay, if you're trying to sell Nebulous to people on a cartridge for a C64 GS, it's not really that much cheaper than the NES version, and therefore it's not going to help sales of your machine. So you'd have to have like 3 games in one. Maybe Nebulous was just one of 3 good games on a cartridge, and then as long as they fit, they should fit. The cartridges were 128K, and they did know about compression. Well, it's saying scrolling right down the bottom, which you can't see. Right, okay, zip at hyperspeed in your starfighter down the narrow passage ways of the matrix of Zog. The supreme star pilot is the one who can survive to locate the 8 crystals of Zog, right? I believe Tony Crawford done the music for the game. I don't know if this is music from the game. Infrared and X-ray vision, that's interesting. It's quite a complicated game. Right, press fire twice to start the game. CBM is paused. When paused, hit F1 to quit. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit down and read that properly. Bit worried about me gum at the moment, if I'm honest. A bit distracted. Plus the camera battery warning indicator is flashing on the camera's LCD at the moment. Right, so you can change everything. So if it's really terrible, but there's no level skip. Michael Vincent Knight. Again. Let me see, it is there. So this is based on a book. I'm pressing fire button twice. Have to press the button really fucking fast. Let's see. Oh, okay. Ooh, I see what's going on here then. It's actually very slick. Don't think pressing fire button has anything to do with that. So it is kind of like Havoc, but with, you know, multi-directional scrolling. multi-directional scrolling Zaxxon with some puzzle solving. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, mate. Don't ask me. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Alright, that's changed now. I don't know if you lose energy by that rebound business, so. I'm sure we went there before, so. Has the map changed? No. Something going on here. Alright, that's a switch. Right, okay. So you have to collect these things, so I'm not even attempted to start playing the game yet because I haven't found anything. So there's no deflector there to, like, you can only